Okay. It looks like I've taken care of all of the potential issues I need to worry about today from the driver update I did, hopefully. I think we're okay. I hope we're okay. We will see. But hopefully that's the case. Alright. So, let's go ahead and start loading in here. It's gonna be a shorter day today, just so y'all are aware. Well, is it really gonna be a shorter day though? It's gonna be a slightly shorter day because we only have 4 bloodthirsties today, because I had dropped down to getting 4 ready since we were originally incorporating the iron in to make up for the 5th character, since I decided to start combining them all into one day. However, this week we're going to be doing an extra stream on Friday just for the iron. So we only have the 4 bloods today. And we are starting a little bit early today. So we're just gonna have we're gonna get some leveling done on the 4 bloods. We might start the next level up if the hunter survives this round. We might do a little bit of work on that before we finish for the day, just to fill in a little bit of time, but we'll see what's happening by the time I get that far, because things have a way of being silly on stream days. Get down here, bags. I logged into my main because my main holds control of the guild right before I came in, and bagging on, while I like it, it moves the bag, your bag grouping to the position on the screen of the last character that you were on sometimes. It's a very minor thing, because I mean you can just grab it and move it, but still kind of annoying at times nonetheless. Okay. PvP flagged naked human. Mage. Okay. Alright then. Wasn't expecting to see that when we came around the corner. So, lately I've been adding to the Tusk Pool loop with our Dimetrodons over here, because they give the same as the full adult river beasts, and it means we're not relying, my ankle just popped, it means we're not relying so heavily on making sure that we get every little baby one, and the babies give half, so. And just to change it up a little bit, because we've been here for a little while now, it helps to have other things to look at. I can't always kill these guys over here though, because they are a quest mob, so you'll get people working on the quest in packs running in over here at times if they're grouped together, just slaughtering everything. So when they kind of move in, I'll dip out and go back over to the Tusk Pools. So this is the Holy Priest. I probably should have worked on a non-priest on stream since we already got the disc priest to max level, but fuck it. I wanted to see how a holy priest was going to handle. We have gotten to level, oh, what do I want to call it? Uh-oh. Really? Really? Internet. Internet, what you doing? You know what? We're gonna move out of the Dimetrodon area, because the internet's being stupid. Why am I dropping frames? What is happening? I don't know what's going on. My internet is being weird, and I don't know if it's me or if it's where I stream through. And I think it's where I stream through, somewhere between me and Twitch. Because my latency's fine, but OBS was dropping frames like I had no internet connection. Alright, we're gonna just chill here for a minute and see what happens here. Oh, maybe it is my internet, because now I'm stuck casting. What is happening? What is...
I'm slow but connected on my end.
What is happening? Like, wow, that's... What is even happening? Now I'm stuck. Ugh. Was this like a ripple effect that went down the line into Blizzard or something? 'Cause now I'm kind of stuck, like it's bad data being returned or whatever. Like what happened with the Warlock when she DC'd. I've got no cast bar, and I'm just stuck here playing with my hands glowing. And I don't know what's happening. I stopped dropping frames, it looks like, but the stream is not is not catching up with what I'm doing. Now it finally did. Wow, what is happening? Like, I don't know what's happening. We paid the internet bill, right? Like, what? I don't even know what's happening anymore. It's saying I still have an internet connection. But, it certainly doesn't seem like I do. Okay, I was able to jump out of the cast. Interesting. Why, though? Okay, I feel like... What is happening? I don't really know. Why did I have two WoW windows open? Is that what the problem was? I mean, I've played with two WoW windows open before, but... What is happening? Okay, I'm bouncing. I'm bouncing. My spells still aren't going off, though. Blizzard? Is this you or me? 'Cause, much confusion at the moment. Like, websites seem to be loading. Okay, well, let's go to a website we haven't been in a while. I mean, that's fine. Although these might be loading properly because I've been to them all recently. don't know if I have a website I haven't been to recently that I can think of off the top of my head. This is so weird. Like, hello? It's still stuck on me trying to cast 2 different spells now. This is so strange. Blizzard? What's happening? Oh, you know what? This is exactly like what happened when the Warlock had a problem. 'Cause look, all of the NPCs are gone. Every single one of them. This is what happened when I got that weird lag lock with the Warlock, where it was showing me in combat, it wouldn't let me disengage from combat, even though I had run across the whole effing map. It hasn't DC'd me. Blizzard, we have a problem. I'm very confused at the moment. Maybe we should restart WoW. Next question is will it let us log out? Because last time it wouldn't let me. Yeah, it's not even counting as a rest area. It doesn't even recognize that I'm standing here. What is happening? I don't know. Oh my word, what is happening? I don't know. I don't know what is going on. This is not Iron Man challenge leveling. Okay, so, I'm gonna leave that message up on the screen. Let me try to figure out how to get out of WoW and see if we can reload. So, we're gonna leave that up on the screen. I don't care if PTR is starting an update. I really don't. I'm not playing on PTR right now. Oh, pre-release download. Data for the upcoming patch will begin downloading when your other updates are complete. Okay, so they're starting the background download for 9.1. Okay, that loaded me in fine. That's all normal. What the hell was that? I'm so confused about what is happening. Like, what? Oh. Okay, this is not where I logged out at all. Hi. Hi, Tusk Pools. Fancy meeting you here. Y'all. What? What the fuck was that? What happened? I don't even know what the hell that was. Okay. Alright. It's letting us cast things again. I guess we're okay now? Like, I don't even know. Well, there's another person that just went running behind us. A little gun shy to hop in here right away again. Okay, let's take on a little one first, because the little one's less likely to cause some issues. Like, in theory, I should be able to auto-kill this thing if I have to. Alright, that was fine. I'm so confused. Were my drivers still getting sorted, or was it because the background downloader was trying to start and too many things were warring with each other? I have no idea what the hell that was. That was bizarre as shit. Okay, sure. Right. Well, I think we'll stay over here for the rest of the day because providing we're not in combat and that happens again, these guys are neutral. Unlike the Dimetrodons, who are hostile. So I guess we'll go back to staying over here, I suppose. As I try to figure out what the hell that was that just happened. I am not a techie person. It's a miracle I'm able to turn my PC on, to be perfectly honest. But, wow. Okay. I don't know what that was, but we're back now. We're good. So, yeah, this is the Holy Priest. We have gotten a Holy Priest up, well, I have gotten a Holy Priest up to 54? We were in Blasted Lands when the old max was 120. So, I don't know what the equivalent of that would be now. Maybe 24? I don't know. We're sitting at 36 though. The new 36. So, we'll see how things go. I'm not so sure how she would handle Bastion. Might have to adjust what mobs I'm killing. Kind of like what we might have to do for the rogue. Still haven't decided if the rogue is going into the mall at 50 or not. I might try to might try to squeeze out one more level in Tierra. I mean, he's not 50 yet, but I might take him to 51. It does mean I'll be killing less of the easier stuff to kill in Bastion. Quote unquote easier. But that one's gonna have a long leveling process through Bastion, because I think I might have to focus on moths because of how angry a lot of those mobs are out there. with all of their dots and stuff, so that will remain to be seen how that's gonna go. Right now the only one in Bastion is the Hunter, and while last level didn't feel too long, this level definitely felt long on the Hunter. Not entirely sure why. Probably because I changed my location and I wasn't seeing any of the higher XP mobs that I could snag from time to time. I really wasn't going looking for them though, but there weren't any that were in my direct path that I could get easily. And I'm trying not to stray off that path because the phantom daily quest credit that we don't understand. I don't want to step off my path that I know what's been giving me what and what's not been happening, so I feel like my path's pretty safe in that regard. I think the most daily quest credits I've wound up with by time I hit 60 were 2 that shouldn't have been there because I got at least 1 in the mall, if not 2, and then I picked up a second one somewhere, which I don't understand because I didn't do any. But not much I can do there. Because we don't know what's causing it, so we can't necessarily fix it. And I don't know if there's something... I don't even know if that's something we can fix, because I think it's on Blizzard's end. It's like if you step in a certain spot, bam, credit, and it's like, I didn't do that. So, where I step, I know it gets annoying and boring to watch those exact spots. But those exact spots have not given me any trouble. So that's why I stay in them. I'm there for a reason, basically. But everything seems to be okay now. The frame drop percentage has, well, dropped. It's behaving. So, yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was the background downloader trying to start while I was trying to stream and everything was butting heads. Or if that was just a moment of weird-ass data from the weird lag coming from between me and my stream stuff goes through Dallas. So I don't know if Dallas was having a problem. I don't know. But I am routed through Texas, so... Texas still having power problems? Is that what this is? I don't know. I would be having all of the solar panels ever if I lived in Texas after all of these power problems between the winter storm and now. I mean, I know you're not going to be able to get much solar power from ice encased solar panels, but damn. At least it would help in the summer. Alright, there's our ding. I'm not sure why I ran up all the way, but that will give us a nice shot there. So she's now 37. So let's go ahead and get our slash plate while we're hearthing back. Alright. Yeah, we do seem to be okay now, looking at numbers and things. Alright. So let's not chop off the hat if we don't have to. Okay. we got a new spell too. Take a look at that in a second. So WoW challenges, blood, thirsty, soul snuggles. Come on, there it is. Fingers couldn't find the right keys. Oh really? No, I can't. Jesus. I kept finding the wrong bracket, and then when I needed it, I couldn't find it again. Really? Oh, fingers. Stop being silly. Slash played 2 days. 12 hours. Good lord, I can't type for shit today. 9 minutes. I'm typing at a really weird angle though. There's no R there. It's not miniatures. There we go. 58 seconds. I've got art projects on the brain. Let's go. Let's go. Total kills. 4,398. Alrighty. Now, I did get a tusk this level, so that was exciting. I don't get as many high-ticket items on the Horde guys. Like, this is the only high-ticket item that I get off of those river beasts over there. But, they seem to be few and far between lately. Definitely getting a lot of meat, though. Definitely. We're up to 947 on the meat. Didn't get any green drops this level. And our vendor trash came to a total of 96 gold this time out. So not bad. And she's got, well, probably a full day of rested to get there before I can start to work on her again, so she'll get to rest until tomorrow sometime. Tomorrow night. Right, these two are very close in level, so let's pop over to the mage. I do have other challengers that we can stick into the mix. And I might do that once the rogue starts to get into Bastion. I really did not want to have two actively in there at the same time, but I might not have a choice time-wise. So you just might not see the rogue every week, because he's probably going to take some extra patience and time to get through what needs to be gotten through for him. Oh, I didn't look at our new spell. I think it was mass resurrection, honestly. Kind of looked like what the symbol was for. I could be wrong. Alright, 20 conjured mana cake. I wanted to call that cupcakes. Should be good enough for 3 bars. Alright, so picked up 2 tails so far. No antlers this time out. That's my highest ticket item this time. We did pick up a green mace that I can't use. Not that I could have used it anyway. It's got agility, but the RNG this time out, not the best that it's been previously. So this might be a low gold level, and they're gonna happen. It's just the way of it, because, you know, randomness. All right, let's engage our bird friend here. and we'll see what we can do. So I am in the process of recording something for YouTube. Like, I don't have enough shit going on. I'm gonna need to get a new portable hard drive. Like, I'm running out of storage space. It's incredible how much storage space I'm going through. Video takes space, you guys. Like, I can't keep my raw video files after I've worked on a piece because I don't have the room. Like, I have to get rid of them. It is just crazy. I have been nursing along this 400 gigs on my D drive. And I've got a terabyte storage drive, but it's not just my stuff, like my work projects. It's also like video series and stuff that Russell and I put on our computers so that we can watch it when we want to, because we don't have CD drives to watch the old DVDs of them on these computers. We had long since put them on a MP4, I guess, format. Yeah, because MP3 is audio. So we had long since put them on MP4 status on this portable that I've had for quite a while. I just haven't had the funds to get a new portable. Or, yeah, because we need an additional one. Husband has one that I think is almost full, that has some of the stuff that he likes to watch. There's a couple of mutual things on there that we did, I think, as a backup, just so we didn't lose the ones on this one. But like, I have got a shit ton of photos. Like, I have 2 SD cards I need to back up. I don't think the SD cards are completely full, but I think we've gone through and cleared out at least 1 SD card. But I've got all kinds of photos that need to be saved and backed up, and a lot of that is sitting on my PC, but I want it in another location. It is crazy. Absolute craziness. And, you know, I've got the raw video from the current speed paint I'm filming, plus my attempt at recording Planet Zoo, which is, we'll see how that goes. I am not that good at Planet Zoo. I'm not a grand builder. I am very much a noob. I think I said that in my intro on that video, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. It takes me so long to find what I'm looking for because I'm still very much a beginner builder over there, that I spend a lot of time just scrolling through the menus and trying to find stuff that's gonna look okay together, and it took me a heck of a time to start to get my feet under me for my entrance that I was working on building last night. So I'm still not done it. The roof was being cranky. Like, I picked out this one roof, and I was like, okay, you know, we can work with that. I can see something happening with this. And then when I started to look for the flat roof pieces, I noticed that the flat roof pieces weren't matching with the angled roof pieces. They were different colors, and I was like, why? So then I was like, okay, scratch that. Let's try to find something else. And then I found a different type of roof that matched the flat roof. And I was like, well, okay, sure, let's go with this then. And then it was just being a little fussy. I was having a slight flickering issue that I was trying to fix. It wasn't terrible. I was also having like a strobe flickering effect when I was in build edit mode. No idea what the hell was causing that. I've never seen it do that before. However, I did see a tweet late yesterday about NVIDIA having a driver update for a flicker in WoW. And I was like, huh, you don't say. I wasn't really having much of the flicker in WoW, but my settings are also kind of turned down. But I was like, I wonder if this flicker is also affecting Planet Zoo. Move along, sir. I want to kill my deer without you joining in. Go on. I have a feeling you're going to join in. It's always raining in Tier Guard, it feels like, every time I try to stream. But, yeah, I had a couple false starts because the path was being wonky and I couldn't get it to do what I wanted to do, so I had to keep restarting from the beginning on my recording, and then once I finally settled in and really started building, I looked and suddenly I had been recording for 2 hours and I didn't have a whole lot to show for it. And I'm like, oh shit. So, we will see. We will see. But I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for the opening. Wow, stream's really a few clips behind where I'm at. But I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for an opening. I need to see if I can try to figure out, or the husband can try to figure out how to animate a drawing. A really terrible drawing that I'm gonna do in crayon or colored pencil, or both. Just to strike home how noobish of a let's play it's gonna be. There will be no tutorials here, my friends. It will be me stumbling my way through trying to have fun. And this particular one I'm doing right now is going to be on Sandbox. I gotta keep remembering to hit pause the second I get in the game, because the game's just like running with my zoo being open and like nothing happening. And they're like, your zoo's been... And when I close the zoo, it's like, your zoo's been closed a really long time. And I'm like, I don't even have any animals yet. Of course it's closed. We're still in the planning and production stage here. I mean, I can open it, but the employees are gonna get mad because nobody's gonna come. Because, you know, there's no animals yet. We'll see. where my webcam is. Kind of blocks my view of my screen, but at the same time I don't want to move it because it's set up for my speed paint stuff. And I don't want to have to fight trying to get everything sitting where I want it again. So I'm like sitting here trying to look under where the cam is sitting. Just completely ridiculous. Alright, let's have a nom nom nom. Still really haven't picked up anything else meaningful here loot-wise. Oh, hermit crab updates. So, we have seen one out and about, and then we saw a second one. We think it's a different one. We don't think it's the same one. But Russell rearranged the tank a little bit to try to provide a little bit of cover, because we think the ones that are out and about are coming out when we are asleep and it's completely dark in here, because we noticed when they were out by the food bowl and we walked by the tank across the room, we think our shadow was freaking them out. But we did something to kind of tone down the amount of light that's filtering through into the tank, since there's no real plants, so we don't have to worry about it so much. And we did see a couple outs while we were awake. Well, at least one out while we were awake. We're not sure where the other ones are. And we don't really have a way to differentiate them from each other because they switch shells. So, and we have shells for them to switch into. But there's no real way to designate unless you see two individual ones up at a time, then you know it's two different crabs that are up. Unless you see some sort of distinguishing feature on their limb. They're like big claws or something, or on their legs. There's one that seems to have a really big black spot on one of their claws. So I have dubbed that one Black Claw. I don't know if the other ones have that or not, though, because I did not see them. I did not see them when they were getting put in the tank. So we're not sure how many have actually been up to eat. We don't know if some are buried and are molting. The one that Russell was looking at last night that was trying to figure out if they wanted to switch shells looked like it was about ready to molt. But he did see that they had climbed one of the structures that he put in there for them today at some point, so at least someone is starting to explore. So that is something. I'm all paranoid now ever since that incident earlier. So we've got about most of a bar remaining here of XP to go. So we probably won't have to do the entire loop again, but we will need to do a little bit of it. Where'd that? There he is. He was above me. Look alive, water elemental. All right. So just a reminder, today we're only doing Bloodthirsty because we have a separate stream set up for the iron on Friday. We're gonna be doing Fire Festival Friday. Ooh, what's that? It's a dagger. And I have a staff. But it's a dagger. Interesting. I'm gonna hold that to the side for right now. And if I get an offhand and the stats together look better than the staff, we might swap out, maybe. I will have to think about it. I know my sinuses have just been pissed the past couple of days. My ears are all fucked up. I couldn't tell if I like gone almost completely deaf in my one ear, and because the one earbud that I was using on that particular ear was so much quieter than the other one. I've had like a tissue like plug in my one ear blocking sound coming in or trying to muffle it, because sound was just reverberating so bad in my head I could feel it, and I was like, oh, I don't like this. And then that was making me get a headache, and I'm like, I really don't like this. But I have been a little bit nasally congested, so it's definitely allergies. His husband's allergies have been kicking off too. But we actually have flowers in the front yard, and I don't know if that's what's doing it. Or, oh no, don't be acting dumb again. Let's not be acting dumb again. Internet, behave yourself. Alright. Are we good now? Alright, OBS, I'm trusting you. Look alive, water elemental. Actually do some stuff for a change. I am gonna lock you into place and step back a tick just in case. But yeah, so, I mean, hopefully we'll do Fire Festival Friday, providing I am feeling okay. That's the plan, at least. Oh, why is this the same symbol as Fade? Mirror image. Create 3 copies of you nearby for 40 seconds, which cast spells and attack your enemies. While your images are active, damage is reduced by 20%. Taking direct damage will cause one of your images to dissipate. Interesting. But can I invoke mirror image and run? Will they still attack? Or is that like a... they do exactly what I do, so if I start to run away, will they run away? I don't know. I mean, I guess we could try it. But that could be dangerous to try. Oh, why am I running back? Oh. Sorry, it was a tough day trying to sleep. Things kept jarring me awake because I knew the husband was taking my mom to the eye procedure this morning, and was up super late early, and I kept like I got scared because I jolted awake and the room seemed so bright, and I was like, oh god, what time is it? because, you know, I thought everybody had overslept, and I was like in a panic, and I checked the time and it was 8:30, and she didn't have to leave until a little after 10, and I'm like, oh, okay. It was just all very strange. Alright, let's get our slash played. It's very windy today, so I'm not surprised our allergies are aggressively angry. Okay, oh, that's not right. Let's spell it correctly. Fingers, you know how this works. WoW challenges. Bloodthirsty. Frozen Soul. Frost Mage. Dings level 30. No. No. 44. There we go. Oh, why am I going backwards? Slash played is 3 days, 4 hours, 52 minutes, and 33 seconds. Total kills thus far. Excuse me. 4,626. Big difference compared to the ones that have hit 120. Big difference. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll tweet that. What are you doing? Did you just ding? I don't know what you did, but it scared me. Alright. Let's go and take care of our looty loots.
Who bodge goods here, mate?
Alright, so we'll repair. And let's do the vendor trash first. I don't think this is going to be that good this level. Where are we at? 171, so a little bit better than I was expecting.
Fancy some bits and bobs?
But we have had better levels. Now, I am going to sit on this for a little bit longer. Speed. Okay. That's an interesting stat. But yeah, I am going to hold that for a little bit longer before we get rid of it. So, like 176 was roughly our gold amount there for this level. Alright. Moving on. Hey, Red. How are you? Sorry, just saw your message there. I'm okay. We had some internet difficulties a little bit ago, but we seem to be doing a little bit better. Things look like they're stabilizing. For the most part. I did not see this on the other character. That's interesting. So what level do you have to be for this to take effect? Is it 45 and up? Interesting. Maybe. Alright, let's do the wound poison. But yeah, no, I hope your challengers are doing okay. Oh, something that I didn't put in the write-up for Midsummer Fire Festival, and I was kind of hoping that I didn't really need to mention this, but Zaya had said something that he forgot about this one thing. There's an ambulance going by. Where a few of the zones change and flag you for PvP for entering them, like Arathi and Darkshore, and I don't know if Terrasfall does. I don't know. But do be mindful of level changes and zones, as always with any world event, where you may need to talk to Crommy. Not Crommy, Zadormi. You may need to talk to Zadormi to be able to see the fires, so do proceed with caution. Mage leveling's going okay. Little slow, but she's a caster, so I'm not all that terribly surprised. It's so far doable. I think it's gonna be interesting. The real test is to see how she's gonna handle the mall. Since she will probably be going in at 50. I heard it go off. I didn't see the message though. There it goes. Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much. You didn't have to, but thank you very, very much for the donation. As we'll be putting donations towards a new portable hard drive for our various projects that need to be stored on there. Because, yikes, storage space is at a premium right now. I can't store the raw video of stuff that I'm recording on my PC. It has to be put on the portable as soon as I'm done recording. But, yeah, Mage is going okay. We're still definitely able to kill things. So, I haven't really hit an issue with that yet. Little squishy at times, but you know. She doesn't really have any heals, so that's not all that unusual. But yeah, we'll see how the mall goes. She just hit 47? No. She hit 44. I'm getting all of my levels confused. This one's 47. So, the rogue is gonna be another matter. The rogue might not be going into the mall until 51. I haven't really had the time to make a trial character yet to see how things are gonna go. I actually might do that on stream. No, talents aren't allowed as a bloodthirsty. The only challenger that can have talents, I believe, is Tin Man. I think the Tins are the only ones that can have them, though I never took them when I was working on a Tin Challenger. Just because I didn't want to accidentally do it on the other challengers that could not have them. I didn't want to get into a habit of it. I actually have to remind myself to take talents on my non-challengers. I'm like, hey, take your talent point. And I'm like, huh? What's a talent point? And I'm like, oh, right. I'm allowed to have these because I'm on a regular character. So it is something that I tend to not even touch, even on my normal characters. But, yeah, no talents for the Bloodthirsties. But yeah, I mean, 44 is not bad. I made that one when level squish happened. So she was a freshly squished character, or non-squished character, I guess, depending on how you look at it. She had not been played yet right after level squish happened. So, she is one of, she's the newest challenger that you guys have seen. I've got another challenger that I have sporadically worked on. In the scenes, that's a backup warrior in case the troll warrior dies. And I was curious to see how much money I could get leveling Bloodthirsty wise into regard from level 10 and up. I think after I bought food for that character, I was down to 3 gold. I had been at 24 gold when I first got out here. But then I bought a bunch of food because, you know, warriors gonna need to eat because they're squishy. And so I think I was starting at 3 gold. So, I mean, that was fine. I feel like that's a fair starting amount out here. But she's maybe level 11. Like, I have not spent much time on her since she's I'm considering her a backup challenger. Class I enjoy most for Bloodthirsty. Well, that's a tough one. I'm partial to Priest because that's what my original main was for many years, my normal. Priest can be a little tricky though. You definitely need to know what you can and can't get away with to feel comfortable on them. So I'd probably say for me, Priest, because Disc Priest. Let's clarify that. Disc Priest, because you do have a bit of a shield and your healing capabilities help. So I mean, you've got, as long as you're bubbling yourself, you'll have atonement ticking off on you. So it's minor, but it does help a bit if you compare it to a class that has no heals. I'd say if you're in a hurry, maybe Hunter, but you also have to not be lazy about your pet management if you're gonna Hunter. You can't really set it and forget it because the Hunter pet stances, at least as far as defense is concerned, aren't working 100% correctly. Defensive stance for any pet class really isn't working right. Like, it works where if you're sitting there and something walks up and kicks you in the face, then the pet will jump in like it's supposed to. But it's maybe they changed it and we didn't know. But prior to this one particular patch in BFA, if your Hunter was in defensive stance, when you engaged a mob, the pet did not run forward until the mob either A, casted a spell at you or punched you in the face. Then the pet would start fighting. And I liked that because it was easier to manage where the mob was in relation to other mobs around it. It brought it closer to you, so looting was a little bit easier if you didn't have fetch learned. It was just less finicky, less fiddling that you had to do with the yes attack, don't attack, now attack kind of nonsense. Now, ever since that patch happened, and I can't remember which one it was, but it was sometime in BFA. Now the second, even if you're in defensive stance, the second you shoot a mob, it acts like it's an assistance and it just goes, and I'm like, oh, stop. But I'd say maybe Hunter if you're willing to, if the pet management doesn't bother you. I know some people don't want to be bothered managing the pets. I'd say my top 3 would be Disc Priest, Hunter, I've really only played Marksman and Beastmaster this expansion. I haven't really touched Survival this X-Pack, so I don't know thoughts on that. That might change my thinking, but so maybe Disc Priest, Hunter for the 2 ranged classes at this time, or Paladin, and I'm gonna say Ret Paladin. Ret Paladin with no AoE spells being used. Yeah, like, you gotta watch your pet management if you're gonna go with a pet class. I mean, that rings true for Warlock as well. Mage, not so much if you have the Frost Elemental in all circumstances. I don't even really think you have a stance set on the Water Elemental. I think it just attacks what you decide to attack. But, so I don't think the Frost Mage is a true pet class because of that. I don't really think you get some pets abilities, but it's not the same as Hunter and Warlock, I don't believe. But Mage is a whole another thing. But I'm gonna say Ret Pally, Disc Priest, or the 2 ranged classes for Hunter at the moment. I really should explore Survival again. I haven't touched it in some time. I think the last time I touched Survival was in Legion, and I kind of liked it in Legion, but a lot has changed since then, so I don't know if I would feel the same now. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I shied away from going prot, because like 90% of the spells were hits this and X number of other targets, and I'm like, eh. I was like, no thanks. I'm good. I don't need that. And while I was using Consecration in lower levels on the Ret Paladin, I mean, Ret does have a couple of AoE spells too, so as I was getting higher in level, I moved those off to the side because I was like, I'm gonna get my ass in trouble because I'm gonna reflexively hit one of these and then I'm gonna have a problem. So I moved those off to the side, and I'm glad I got out of the habit of using Consecration on the Ret Paladin. Even though it would have definitely been another damage spell ticking off. In Bastion, and I guess if you're on a busy server, this could also ring true if you've got people dragging mobs over you. But in Bastion, where I'm killing stuff, there's a lot of neutral... Come on, bird. Killing me here, literally. There's a lot of areas where there's neutral mobs patrolling through, where they just like run right through me while I'm killing other stuff. And, you know, there's no guarantee I would have the fight finished before that duo or trio of mobs would run through me, and if they hit Consecration, well, then now I've got a party of 3 to 4 mobs attacking me, and that would not be any good. It's hard enough in green gear to kill some of those mobs in Bastion. So yeah, it's not good to have the AoE spells going, at least when you get to Shadowlands, depending on your class. I mean, honestly, no challenger should really be messing with the AoE spells. Except for maybe warrior, if you have enough hit points to accommodate. But even then, I would not be hitting whirlwind or anything. Maybe thunderclapping if nobody's near me. But that's a whole nother level of situational awareness that I feel is maybe more for the more experienced challenger, if that makes sense. When you finally have your brain in a pattern of, okay, is there anything around me? Oh no, okay, I can hit this. Oh wait, here comes a patrol, don't hit that. It really is an adjustment in playstyle. And I feel like maybe Hunter's a little bit more forgiving in certain instances. Pally's a little forgiving in which you can attempt to bubble hearth. I would say Warrior would be on the spectrum of a little bit more advanced challenger playthrough. But is survivability okay for, I got to 60 on a Ret Pally Bloodthirsty that had hit 120. I found that trying to attack as a Bloodthirsty and protection, the fights were taking way too long for me. I didn't like it. For me, the longer a fight lasts, the more things are gonna go wrong. I'm gonna run out of mana. I'm gonna have other mobs run in and join in. I'm gonna accidentally lose my focus and hit an AoE spell. I felt better on Ret than I did on Protection. I felt like I could actually end the fight on, really? Oh, now it's got me in combat. I felt like I could end the fight in Ret, where in Protection I felt like the fight just kept going and going and going. It seemed to take twice as long. And that was in green gear at the time. Now, I can't remember if that was when I was beta testing. So it could have been beta being beta. Because it's buggy and not everything is working correctly, and they're adjusting classes and nerf batting and putting stuff back. But yeah, I did not like my odds of surviving in Protection, which I know sounds dumb because so many people love Protection. It didn't fit my playstyle. But yeah, I got to 60 in Bastion on a Ret Pally. I don't know. I've not done a Paladin Iron. As an Iron, I'm not sure. You might want the extra hit points that can be offered, in an Iron situation. Because, I mean, you're not gonna have the stat gear to help, so it might not matter whether you're Ret or Protection in that instance. I would not go Holy. My personal opinion. I don't think Holy has enough on the table to get there as a Bloodthirsty or as an Iron. Maybe I'm just not playing Holy right. That is possible. You're fine, you're fine. Talk as much as you want. I adjusted the timers on that, so it's ticking off more readily on Mubot, because when I got rid of Pretzel, and it wasn't posting the songs that were playing, nothing was getting posted because people don't normally talk. They usually just have me on in the background. and I appreciate it, but then I see how many views I've got versus how many people are in the stream, and if you have the tab muted, it's not counting as a view. So do keep that in mind when you're trying to share love for your fellow streamers. You need to have the volume on just ever so slightly to count as a view, because if you have the tab muted now, it's not counting. So your thought of helping give that person some love and a view, it's not actually doing it anything. So just keep that in mind. But no, you're fine. Talk all you want. But I personally tried to do holy as a bloodthirsty and got my ass handed to me before I even hit level 10. So I was like, oh, I'm either not doing this right, or this might not be a class that's gonna work for this. And either is possible, or a spec, excuse me. I misspoke, spec, that's possible for it. There might, I mean, if you know holy like the back of your hand, it might be a different scenario. I don't really know holy that well. But I think holy's gone through, it might have gone through some transformations. All of the classes really kind of did. So at the time that I tried it, it might have been was it before Shadowlands? Was it while I was doing testing for Shadowlands? It might have been while I was doing testing for Shadowlands. When we were trying to get different classes through them all. So, I mean, it may be different now. And like I said, experiences may differ. It's just not a class or a spec I can, keep saying class, damn it. It's not a spec that I can do on a paladin in this scenario. But, yeah, I don't know how iron is going to differ between ret and protection from blood. I think you're going to have a hard time killing anything regardless as an iron. Iron's been a very challenging, more so aspect of this expansion. They've all been kind of challenging. They all have their own things that they have to work through this time around, but at least there are ways to get to 60 if you just look for the like the slightly safer, easier world quests. At least that's an option. Bloods, you're kind of stuck in Bastion with the tracking, and it is difficult because the mobs don't really scale properly in Bastion without Threads of Fate. So it definitely slows down bloodthirsty leveling even more than it was, because combat takes time, and when you're getting... You okay? Alright. Husband crashed into something. You know, it's tough when you're killing stuff that gives less XP than we're used to, plus it being green and you're getting even less XP than you were when the mob was yellow. It's, it makes things feel longer. Well, that would be lovely. We need more bloodthirsty challengers out there. But, I mean, if there's a class and spec that you feel the best on, that you know the most, I think that's gonna help you more in the end, because you already sort of have its boundaries in your head. You kind of already know, for the most part, that you can do A and B, but C and D are a little shaky You might be able to do it if circumstances set up right, but X, Y, and Z are definitely not going to happen. So, I mean, sometimes it helps to know that. Which is why we kind of stress, yeah, we may say these classes work a little bit better, but that might just be based on how much we know about that class. I think it definitely helps to have a class that can heal to some degree. But, I mean, if you do whatever you choose, I would definitely put the AoE spells off to the side and try to not use them if you can. And while that means less damage opportunities, well, actually that's going to be a double-edged sword. So, how to word this? Certain AoE abilities you can probably get away with using, and then some you probably can't. So, like, your area of effect, your ground AoE abilities. Okay, let's start with that. So, for example, like your Rain of Fire, your Blizzard, your Consecration, those I would not use. Whirlwind, I would not use. Jade Crane Kick, I would not use. Or Spinning Jade Crane Kick, or whatever the heck it is for Monk. I would not use those. I know, the Avenger's Shield, I would not use that. Even though it's not a ground ability, I mean, yeah. Well, if you're far enough away from another mob, and you don't see a patrol coming in, you might be able to use Avenger's Shield. Is that what it's called? Am I saying the right spell? The shield from the paladin that pings off of other mobs, like it hits like 3 mobs, if they're close enough. But if you only have the one, it only hits that one mob. I think it's Avenger's Shield, I could be wrong. Okay, so yeah. I did attempt to tank for a little bit on a paladin. I wasn't very good at it, but I did try. So, like, situationally, you may be able to use Avenger's Shield. Situationally, you may be able to use Revenge on a warrior. You may be able to use Thunderclap as long as you know nothing's going to go running through you. And I guess that could work for Blizzard or Rain of Fire. And I guess technically Consecration, but I don't think Thunderclap leaves anything on the ground. I could be wrong. I think Untalented, I think it just does its thing and gets aggro on the mobs that are right there. I don't think it leaves something on the ground. Now, it's a little different if you're running a DK. And you've got, oh, what the fuck is it called? The red thing on the ground. The AoE that she plays. I can see the spell, but I can't think of the name of the spell. The red ring that you put on the ground. Whatever the fuck it's called. Now, I have been using that a little bit on my blood DK because they're a blood DK. I will not be using it once I get into Bastion, if I can help it. Demon Hunters are also a little different. If you go tank on the Demon Hunter, what is that? Vengeance? They can handle a couple of mobs providing you don't have a lot of dots ticking off. I would not pull more than 1 mob in Bastion on a Demon Hunter though, or on a DK, if the mob does gore. I would not do that. That would be bad. Because I don't think they can handle like 3 or 4 gores going off on them at the same time, if that makes sense. So, I mean, there's different aspects to take into consideration. But I would say definitely by time you get to Shadowlands zones, or Bastion if you're on a Bloodthirsty and you can't leave Bastion, I would stop using the AoEs altogether. I would move them to the side, keep them for an emergency maybe, but maybe not, just not use them at all once you get to the Shadowlands specific zones. But that's just my feelings on it. Like, I wouldn't just be blatantly dropping Blizzard or Ring of Fire everywhere in Bastion, because like I said, I have, and well, I don't know if you'll see, I don't know if you'll be here, you're probably getting ready for bed, but like on the Hunter, you know, there's sections where I've got 2 and 3 mobs running by me at times. So if I had been dropping anything ground related, that would be bad. So I would definitely stop using the AoEs by time, or wean yourself off of using them by time you get to Bastion, or at least work on being more situationally aware. You're not a very good player with this. Your playstyle is more like the song from Lionel Richie. I jump in a few mobs and say, "Hello, it's me. Is it me you're looking for?" And until the 40s, you can do that with a protection paladin because of the bubble, hearth, and lay on hands. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely by like mid 40s though, I would start to be adjusting for that, and it does slow it down a lot when you've only got one mob that you're pulling at a time, but it will help the survivability a bit. But I am always a cautious player. I always have been. Mostly because it's like, okay, well, how am I gonna get myself out of this mess? And I don't know if... See, the husband likes to make fun of me for this. Whenever I was playing a healing normal class, I would level in the healing spec. And he goes, "You're killing stuff so much slower than if you were..." Okay, so say priest, for example. I would level in either holy or discipline. He goes, "You'd be getting stuff done so much faster if you went shadow." And because I'd be dying a lot and getting frustrated, and I'd be like, "Come help me kill this." And on a normal character, and he's like, "Just go shadow." I'm like, "I don't like shadow. Besides, if I need to learn how to heal for a dungeon, I need to learn the healing spec while I'm playing." And it's just how my brain works. And I'm not someone that can just dive into a high level character, pick up the healing spec, and be like, "Okay, let's do this." Like, I get very anxious and flustered, and I don't know what the spells are, and then I get all fumbly, and then everybody dies, and then I cry. So I need to have some sense of what I'm doing before I even would set foot in a dungeon. I don't dungeon anymore, unless I'm soloing it to try to get a transmog or something. I find the scene a little too stressful now, and my nerves can't handle it. But some things have changed in my brain and gotten worse over the years, I think. But you know, it's a learning process. It's different. Like, I don't know, I guess I'm just more used to sitting on the outside of a ring of mobs and trying to pick my way through. I mean, but there's some classes that handle it a little bit better. Like warrior might handle it a little bit better because then you've constantly got rage building, and you'll be able to hit more abilities to get the mobs down faster, to get the victory rushes in, although victory rush doesn't do that much at higher levels. It's something... What is this? Redirects all threat you cause to the targeted party or raid member, beginning with the next damaging attack. Okay. That's not gonna do shit for a bloodthirsty challenger, because you're solo, so thanks, but that's a completely fucking useless spell in this situation. For normal characters, that's great, but not for me. Not for me. Thank you. Well, I try to at least, you know, show people how I do it. And I know not... Oh. Well, we're not doing that yet. Yeah, yes, Darian. But I... Put a pin in that, Darian. We're not doing that yet. We're not doing that yet. We're not ready, Darian. We're not ready. We're really not ready. I'm not going through there on a 48 mage, that's for damn sure. That scares me. But like, I know not every person's playstyle is gonna work for every... Where's his shoulder? Is his beard just hiding it? Oh, that's a bad angle. I can't do that. We need to retake that. That's... Let's try that. That just looked bizarre. Okay, that's better. That's a bad angle. Like, yeah, like not everybody's playstyle is gonna work for everyone, but maybe there'll be bits and pieces that someone can take from how I'm approaching stuff and maybe maybe paste that or work that into their playstyle, and maybe they can get something that will work for them kind of situation. So, WoW challenges. Bloodthirsty, soul sapped. This guy's been around for a long time. If he makes it, I'll be interested to see what his real world leveling timestamp is. Because he's sat for a good amount of time. Between when I had to be out of state to move my parents, and then we were gone for like almost a month on vacation. Dings level 48 / played is gonna be 8 days, 8 hours, 41 minutes, and 45 seconds. Total kills. So when he was made in sometime in Legion, I feel like. It could have been BFA, but I feel like it was Legion. Although I can be very wrong. I'd have to look at the icon on the website, I think. Or I could look for when my level 10 timestamp is, maybe. Will that tell me? Will it? 2016. I don't know if that's accurate. Because, alright, this is accurate. Because that was last level. Yeah, I guess the 2016. Wow. Really? So maybe it was Legion. Alright, you have a good night. We're doing Fire Festival Friday with the Iron, where we're going to be going around and hitting the bonfires if you can make it for that. Good luck on your challengers. Be careful out there. Get some sleep. And appreciate the donation and popping in. You have a good night. Alright, did I actually put these? I did put that on. Okay. Yes, thank you. So this one kind of picked up the slack for the mage in the drops department this level. This one had a phenomenal drop experience this level. So let's start looking at our vendor trash. So we ended up with 4 bushy tails. No charnel ash though. Also picked up 7 trophy antlers, which was amazing. So the gray gear alone was or the gray vendor trash was 332 by itself. So that was pretty damn good. So that was replaced. And then I picked up these things down here. Why didn't I put this sword on? Was there a reason? Okay, it really wasn't in much of an upgrade. And then after the green gear, so 3, say 4, 5, 6. So like 367, probably 368, something like that. Once you add in all the copper and silver, so not bad, not too shabby. Why do you have more rusted than the mage? That's a damn good question. I don't know. But yeah, I am thinking about making a trial. Oh god, I can't talk all of a sudden. Let's regroup. I'm thinking about making a trial class rogue. And running them through the maw if it lets me. I don't know what level does that happen at? What level do... Oh shit, 40, oh well 48, okay, so that's not too bad. I'd have to level it 2 levels to get it to 50 though. I don't want to level 2 rogues at the same time. Maybe I can take it in at 48 just to get an idea of what's gonna happen. Ugh, crap. I was really hoping it was gonna be 50. Apparently not. Alright. Well, now we know. So let's load up the hunter. And we'll see how that's gonna go. Okay. Alright. We still seem to be doing okay after the weird internet debacle earlier. I still don't know what the hell that was. It was annoying, whatever it was. So, I was talking to someone and watching something at the same time while I was leveling this one. I was talking to someone on Discord, and I just, like, the last couple of bars on here were dragging, and then all of a sudden I looked down and I was partway through this bar. I was like, oh, I need to stop. I got too distracted. So it's like, oops. So we're a little bit... Is that like a bodyguard or something? You have an awful lot of minions here. Like, what is happening? Why do you have all of these things? Is there more than one person standing there? Like, I don't know. I'm confused. It doesn't take much to confuse me, though. Especially not lately. I tell you, I'll be happy when my ears start feeling better. It kind of feels like a head cold or just allergy fluid stuck in between my ears. I've been feeling it for the past couple of days. It is annoying. Something's got them angry. We'll see. I'm gonna do a couple of days of like tissue or cotton, whatever I can find.
Just too far away.
Kind of blocking sound coming in. See if that'll help calm shit down. Alright, so. I'm getting 620 again, and I don't know. I'm confused. Because I didn't think the mobs out here scaled.
I need a target.
And when I was leveling, I didn't bother logging out at the 25% or 26% status. Oh, that motorcycle's killing my ears. Go away. I didn't bother logging out at 26% to get the mobs to bump up to the next level because they weren't really scaling out here, but now something seems weird. Because, like, I've done this 3 times now. This is time number 4. Either I was that fucking oblivious, which I don't think I was, or maybe I just hadn't bothered logging out once I started working on the character, so I didn't notice the change. But I swear, when I first started... Oh god, what the fuck was that? There's gotta be some kind of weird-ass world quest going on today. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I guess that was what was standing over at the teleportation pad. Or one of them. My brain. Right, so before, I had to do this level in 2 parts because I ran out of time and I wasn't feeling well. So I was getting 5 something a kill. Rested. And then I had to log out. For some reason. I think I went to bed because I wasn't feeling well. And then when I loaded back in the next day to finish the level, I was getting 620? Did I... Moobot!
I need to target something first.
Really? Oh no, that wasn't from Moobot. Okay. That was from something else. That was from something else. Okay, I thought Moobot timed me out. I was like, what? What are you doing, Moobot? I missed what Be Crazy Man 120 was trying to post. Because Moobot deleted it. I saw it pop up and I thought Moobot had deleted my Ko-fi link. Never mind, I'm just being crazy. But yeah, no, you gotta ask permission before you start posting links in my chat, yo. Especially when I don't have any of my mods here. My mods aren't always able to make it, depending on the time that I am streaming. Although husband is a mod, but I don't know what he's doing. I might need to have him come in. I don't know. I was talking, so I wasn't looking at my second screen. And someone tried to post a link to something, and Moobot's like, no, bad. And it deleted it, but I don't know what it was they tried to post. Because I'm not seeing it.
I'm not seeing anything. How old is it?
It happened before you came in, so you wouldn't see it.
Well, I'm seeing Rudd talking.
Yeah, no, this happened after Red. It said Moobot deleted it,
Okay, so yeah, it's gotten gone.
but I might need you to
I
just
do not have a
hang
target.
out. Where's the... Oh, really? Okay, so somebody's been here, and it looks like they're mass pulling and leather farming again. Because there's mobs missing. They're just starting to respawn, it looks like. Because there's really no reason for anybody else to be killing these unless they're looking for leather or meat. But I have seen quite an abundance of people, mass pulling, farming for leather. It's been mostly bear takes, which I find fascinating.
I need to target something first.
I guess druid is the flavor of the last two X-Specs. I'm kind of surprised there aren't more demon hunter farmers. Because Vengeance has some AoE stuff that I thought would be better. Alright, well, we can't use that. So we'll tuck that down into the vendor section. But if Be Crazy is still here, just let me know what you were trying to post. I feel like it was something that was probably about buying followers or some shit. We don't allow that. We don't stand for buying followers. That's not what we're about here. If that's what it was for, because I missed what the original message was. I'm sure if I go back... Well, no, I probably won't even see it on the VOD. I might not. I might. I don't know. I might go look. So, probably around the 140 mark. So, yeah, today we're only going up to the hunter. My stomach's growling, as usual, so we probably won't start work on the next level on stream today. So, I thought about it, and I was like, well, if we get through them fast enough, but then I sat still and started talking, and, you know, we all know how that goes, so...
I am out of range.
That's okay. It's just the same shit that you'd be seeing in this part anyhow. But yeah, I could have swore I was getting 5 something. And then I logged out, and the next day now I'm getting 6. I'm so confused. Is it because I haven't hit 53 yet? Do they scale to 53 and then stop? I don't know. And I'm really effing confused now. And I won't be able to investigate that for several more levels until I get the rogue out here. So really fracking confused. No, I don't want you in the water. You need to come up here. Alright. And that one didn't drop anything. That's the one thing about the turtles. Well, I guess maybe not specific to the turtles, but it happens with the most frequency on the turtles out here, is that mobs that don't always drop shit. Like, how do you not have vendor trash. Like, even if it's like 50 silver. Like, how is there not a scale or a turtle shell or a toe or tail or something? I mean, sometimes you drop a claw, sometimes you drop meat, but did I kill it so hard there was no salvageable meat left? Like, I don't understand. I guess in the outside perspective, it's to keep you chasing longer and to extend or or lengthen the time sink. But when you get to like the 6th turtle in a row that hasn't dropped shit, or 6th mob in a row that hasn't dropped shit, like not even vendor trash, it gets a little frustrating. Just gonna say. And it makes me not want to chase the thing if I'm not even getting anything vendor trash related to help pay my repair bill. But again, that's just me. Did I tell you guys I got invincible? Can't remember. I think I did. I don't remember what stream that was on though. That might have been on my art stream on Sunday, so some of you might not know. Yeah, I finally got that fucker. I was really beginning to think he didn't exist. And that was really annoying me. But then again, it took me quite some time to get ashes. Because my RNG hates me. And I'm constantly rolling duds, I guess, but... Alright, and there's 53. And these guys are 50... You know, maybe they do scale to 53 and I just didn't notice. Maybe scaling cuts at 53. And then goes to 60, because... Yeah, I'm probably just wasn't paying attention. Which is entirely possible. I really hope they fix selfie camera in 9.1. Really do. I'm not gonna hold my breath for it though, but I really hope they fix it. If they don't fix it, I'm probably gonna have to look to see if anybody else has posted about it, because I still haven't gone to investigate that. Okay. So, WoW challenges, Bloodthirsty, Nisey, we are Beastmaster on this one. Damn it, there we go. Ding's level 53, so she's getting there. Slash played is 6 days, 18 hours, 45 minutes, and 13 seconds. Now remember, this is one, this one's gone through level squish, so her slash play time is going to be different than a freshly made Shadowlands character. This is an older character. And we'll see that on the kill screen. We're at 14,000. And the mage was at 4,000. So, pretty good sized chunk difference in kills, I think. So, alright, and we'll tweet that along. So guys, just so you know, There is no WoW Challenges podcast this weekend. The podcast is still on a summer break. Next show will be July 10th at normal time of 7 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. That is a Saturday. So, a couple more weeks. So, 2 more weeks of being off, and then the show will be back here. Alright, oh, speaking of, we've got Fire Festival. It just started Monday. It is running through, wraps up on July 5th in the morning. And, remember, if you're out getting bonfires, bloodthirsties you can't, because they count as quests. Extinguishing horde bonfires will PvP flag you. Do that at your own risk. Or if you're horde, extinguishing alliance bonfires will PvP flag you. So don't touch the opposing faction if you're not willing or able to move fast enough to deal with the consequences of doing that. Because I'm sure on some servers there will be stealthed characters waiting for an opportunity to gank someone. Always a possibility. And also be mindful that some zones, I think at maybe level 40, 45-ish and up, will change. So you've got some levels that shift and turn hostile. So your Arathi, your Darkshore, your... I don't know if Terrasfall is part of that near Undercity. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But look before you leap, okay? You may need to find Zadormi to make some of those bonfires visible. Alright? So just watch yourselves. Be careful. So yeah, and we're going to be doing Fire Festival Friday with the Iron. So, tomorrow we'll be doing Stardew Valley for a little while. I think we're in the middle of summer on a Wag the Dog farm. So we'll be picking that up tomorrow afternoon. Maybe around 3-ish. I don't think we have anything going on that I need to be out of the house for before that, and I should be up in time for that. So maybe 3-ish we'll try to start. If not, then we'll start at 4. But I'll try to start a little bit early for that so we can get a little more playtime in. So yeah, Stardew Valley tomorrow with Wag the Dog Farm. Friday, Fire Festival Friday with the Iron. We're gonna go around and hit some bonfires and see if we can get at least one ding in, which I think we'll be able to. Saturday, there's no stream, and then Sunday we'll be doing the art stream, because don't forget, I have moved the art stream to Sunday, or back on Sunday. The schedule here on Twitch should be reflecting that now. If it's not, let me know, because that means the edit didn't take. But yeah, we're going to be doing art on Sundays now. I like having that little break in between, and it lets me get more shit done. Yeah, so that's going to do it for today. I need to go find dinner. I'm fucking starving. You guys have a great night. Thanks for popping in. I do appreciate it. And don't forget, when you're trying to share love with your fellow, your fellow streamers that you like to follow, if you have it on in the background and you have the tab muted, it doesn't count as a view for them. The view stops as soon as you mute the tabs. So, you need to have the tab on unmuted and on just a little teeny tiny bit so it thinks that you're there watching. Just the way it is. And also thank you to Rudd for a donation today through Ko-fi. That will definitely be held on to because I need a new portable hard drive. Oh, alright, so you guys have a good night. Stay safe. Take care on your challengers, in and out of game. I will see you all tomorrow for Stardew Valley. So until then, have a good one.